could be a good hot take is my hair color thing. People like to say that I am ginger.
Yes.
I wouldn't say I'm. Why did you say yes like that?
Because I'm pretty sure I've said you're ginger many times.
Yeah, I think you have. And I say that I'm strawberry blonde. And yes, my beard is red. But many people's beards are red, and nobody calls someone's hair color by their facial hair.
What if you're bald, though?
I mean, I wouldn't say if someone was clean shaven, I wouldn't say they were bald.
If
I wouldn't say every woman
if
out there is
someone-
bald.
No. Like, what if you're bald
Mhm.
and they only have your beard to go off of? Could you call yourself a redhead then?
That's not my. Well, first of all, it's not my head. That's my chin. So you wouldn't say I'm
Is
bald.
that
You
not a
wouldn't say
part
I
of
have
your
a hair
head?
color.
Is your chin not a part of your head?
My chin is a part of my. It's a part of my overall head, but it's not. I don't know. I'm not bald. Is the thing. So that's a different conversation for another day.
Well, you cannot prove that on this podcast.
I can't. I mean, I can't prove it, but I think they can. I think they know in their hearts. They know.
No, okay. We need everybody to let us know. Does McKay have bald energy or full head of hair energy? Young, virile energy? Hello and welcome to God. Just let me get through one opening.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my best.
One is all I ask. Hello and welcome to Die on Any Hill, the podcast where McKay is going to die on camera because I'm going to stab him. And it'll be on a hill.
Fortunately, we are not in the same room, so that's not possible for my own.
I'm
sake.
going to reach through Discord and stab you.
All right, I'll believe when I see it. I'll believe when.
Here I come.
No.
Put on your 3D glasses.
Oh, we get poked in the eye.
Put on your 3D earbuds.
Oh, gross.
You can really hear just the goosh as the knife enters his flesh.
That's the new spatial audio feature.
Yes.
That's what you hear that in 3D. All
Anyways, point of the show. We bring a hot take of some sort. Sometimes not too hot, sometimes hot. We don't really know. We have a list of opinions that one of us has irrationally strong views on.
Why don't you start off today?
Why don't I start out? Okay.
I feel like I usually do.
I'm...
Go ahead. No, please. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I
It's
feel
just
like
my
I
time
usually
that you're
do
impeding
all
on.
the. I
And,
feel like I do all the
it's
talking in this thing.
limited
So
time we have to...
we have unlimited time. We could spend the rest of the night recording this.
We should do a 2 a.m. recording at some point.
Art, can you imagine how deep and sexy our voices would sound at 2 a.m.?
Oh, it would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's assuming that we went to sleep. We didn't stay up waiting for that.
Oh, I meant stay up.
Oh, okay. I say we go to sleep, wake each other up, like with a phone call.
At 2
and
a.m.
And just jump on it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to start. We're starting with me this episode, because McKay said so. So his word is law. He's the actual ringmaster around here. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So you get food, and you have this plate of food that has like 3 or 4 items on it, right?
Sure.
You got like a burger, you got like some fries, you got like some spinach.
I don't.
Do you? Oh,
My
okay,
plate does not
insert
ever have
whatever-
spinach on it.
spinach is gross, but that's a topic for another day.
Okay. You say a pickle spear.
A pickle spear.
And maybe...
Okay, actually, a burger's not great because they always come with just fries. You have like chicken Parmigiano. No,
Chicken
that
Parmesan.
usually doesn't come with sides.
A salad, breadsticks, and a pickle spear.
Sure. That's your meal, and they're all on one plate.
Yep.
Do you, like, eat around and, like, take a few bites from one thing and then take a few bites from another thing and then take a few bites from another thing? Or do you take each item one by one, completing each item before moving on to your next feast?
I mean, I usually start with one bite of fry. Like, I usually start with a couple bites of the side item, and then I finish the entree, and then I go and finish the appetizer. That's
so you shop around when you eat.
I wouldn't. No. Well, yes. Okay. Yeah. I will say I usually
so you don't
get
eat
in
one thing at a time.
I'll say I get in one bite of everything before I start the entree, and then I finish the entree, and then I finish everything else. But I always have to get a taste of everything before I actually start on the entree. But then I'm focused on the entree once I start on it. It's not like every single bite is a different food. That's a little...
Would you emotionally, verbally, or potentially physically attack somebody who eats one item at a time? Like, eats the burger,
if it was
then
you,
eats
yes.
the fries. Okay, pretend it wasn't me, because that's just a given.
Then no, I wouldn't.
Because, every time we see each other in person, we do have to fight to the death.
We do. That's actually, we actually are neighbors, but the reason we have to do this over Discord is because it's just for our own safety. We just end up beating each other up every time.
It's a whole, ancient blood pact thing, so, I mean, we're not going to go super deep into it.
It's really out of our control.
Yeah, we can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay, if it wasn't me, would you, look at somebody who does that and are like, you're a weirdo, you're a freak, you're a loser, stinky poo-poo pants?
It definitely depends on the extent that they're doing it. If it's literally every single bite they put down their food and go to the next thing, that's weird. I would probably say something. I'd be like, what are you doing, man? Just focus on one thing.
Okay, but if you eat... The point is, I was attacked.
Okay.
At lunch, at work, and one of my coworkers was like, you're a weirdo because you eat one thing at a time and finish it before moving on to the next thing.
Oh, wait. Their argument was you finish things before moving on to the next thing? And you shouldn't do that? That was their argument?
You shouldn't do that. They were saying you shouldn't do that.
They were saying you should take one bite of every item and go... every bite should be a different food. That's what they're saying.
I don't know if that's what she was implying, but she did say whenever I see someone do that, I get very angry at them.
That's psychotic. I was thinking that you were... that taking one bite of every food, just every other bite being a different food, was your argument, and that was what you're doing. But you were eating the normal way, and she came at you.
So I would I ate the entree, then I ate a side, then I ate a different side.
Oh no, you didn't eat the normal way. Okay, never mind. I'm having trouble following which way you were eating.
One thing at a time. You complete a full, if it's the entree, you finish shoving the entree into your mouth.
Wait, okay. Wait, when you say eat one thing at a time, do you mean eat everything in one bite? What are you saying?
No! Okay, you have a piece of chicken on the plate.
Yes.
Okay, and you have, green beans, and then you have, corn.
Okay.
Right? You're following?
Yeah. Yes, I can picture that.
How I would eat that is I would eat the chicken, and then eat all of the chicken. Then I would eat the green beans, and eat all of the green beans. Then eat the corn, and eat all of the corn.
Okay, yeah, that's normal.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know why you had to confuse or explain that in such a confusing way, but
you were the one who was confused. I was perfect. It was understood.
Okay. Well, I say that's normal. I say your friend is psychotic, and it doesn't make sense that, like I said, I will taste everything, but then after that, it's only one thing at a time. And it doesn't make sense to just take one bite of everything be a different bite. That's weird. That's wacky.
That is weird, right?
Yeah, no, that's not normal.
I'm not the weirdo here.
And it's like, if you had your
I'm
dessert...
not the one shouting on the internet about this.
If you had your dessert, like what? Does she take a bite of her cupcake and then goes back to her chicken parm?
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy. No, but and I've never seen anybody eat like that either. She's got to be the only one in the world who eats like that.
No, I think it's more than a lot of people eat that way.
I don't feel like I've seen...
Okay. I'm going to side with you, actually, because I want to be against her, because she listens to this, so she knows who she is, and you've heard it here. The official Die on Any Hill opinion is, I'm right, up. You were wrong.
I guess I have seen, like, mainly girls will cut their, like, burgers in half and eat half of it and then go on to their fries. And then, like, I feel like girls do that because they don't, their meals, they don't even eat half their meals anyways, so they just cut it in half and then I don't know.
I get that. Like, if you can cut a burger in half and like take the rest home, that's fine.
Yeah. Have you seen this new...
But like, I don't...
Never mind. Sorry.
What?
This is completely irrelevant. It was just a trend online where people are saying like, oh, ate half of my apple now, gonna save the other half for later. And then it's like the apple's been dissected in like a completely unexpected way. Like they cut to the apple and it's just the skin, and they ate like the inside, and so they were like, oh, ate half of it, now I'm saving this half for later. Have you seen that trend?
Can't say I've seen that.
Yeah, you're not on social media, so I don't know why
that's true.
Brought it up, but it's kind of funny. It's good. It's clever. But not relevant to our conversation. Let's go back.
You're right. We're staying on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just needed to get that out there, that I'm right. That you should eat one thing. Okay, you don't have to eat one thing at a time. Don't get mad at me for eating one thing at a time.
Yeah. No, if... Like, it depends on also how well everything goes together. Like, when I was a kid, I would put, like, my fries on my burger. And so there you go. You kind of bypass the whole, do I eat these separately? Do I eat these one at a time? No, let's eat it all together. Maybe
I respect that.
I think maybe she should consider that. She would definitely get even more weird looks, but it sounds like it would probably help her out.
It'd be
probably the most time efficient way, because think how much time that you waste. You pick it up, and instead of like finishing it, you're constantly putting it back down and picking stuff up. Think about how like the length of time that's going into eating your meal has been doubled because of how many times you're putting things down.
You are burning calories when you do that. And I am a scrawny little man, and I need every single calorie I can get.
Yeah, so you're just trying to figure out how to eat your food in the laziest way possible.
No. I will eat like I will eat what I hate, what I like the least first, and then work up to the thing I like the most.
I mean, that makes sense, because you don't want to end on a bad note, because then the meal is kind of, you ended the meal with like, oh yeah, those fries were kind of mid, but you want to end it with like, oh, that was a great burger, and you've already forgotten about the mid fries, so that makes sense.
I mean, I don't really eat fries anyways.
All right.
I shouldn't say that.
I should have known this was coming. I
don't like fries necessarily. A lot of places have bad fries.
That's fair. Okay, my friends and I were having this debate about, and here's the thing, I don't even like going into the food hot takes anymore, because it's just back and forth of this is good, this is bad. But my friend was telling me that Chick-fil-A has the worst fries, which is insane. And then
the only purpose waffle fries serve is to shovel sauce into your mouth. And
that's fine. That's good.
Yes.
You say that like it's a bad purpose, but that's not.
No, I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, okay. And then he was saying, he had the audacity to say in an argument about food, the flavor doesn't matter. It's only about the crispiness.
What?
Which, like, by that logic, you could deep fry cardboard, and it would be a better fry than Chick-fil-A because it's crispier. Which is basically a Wendy's fry, deep fried cardboard. And he was saying that's the superior fry. I don't think I've ever had a
Why are you
Wendy's
hating
fry.
on Wendy's?
I don't think I've ever had a Wendy's fry that is salted. I always had to apply my own salt. Yeah, I don't know. I feel Wendy's, people have been giving Wendy's too much credit. 4 for $4 was a
That's
good deal
true.
10 years ago, but now it's gone. They're irrelevant, and they're the worst of the burger chains.
They're irrelevant.
Yeah.
We still have a couple.
Well, I mean, they still exist. I'm just saying I don't think they're on the same quality as other fast food burger places.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I would go to any other fast
Culver's
food
is
burger
the
place.
best fast food.
Culver's is good, though I wouldn't really put that in the same tier. Like, that's kind of the mid tier.
Everybody says that, and I don't understand why.
Culver's is the mid tier
fast
between
food.
fast food. I mean, it is on the technical sense, but it's not like big franchise McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Subway, Taco Bell.
That's because
It's
you
not one
are
of
not
those.
in the Midwest, sir.
We have Culver's here. It's not like
What about
we
the
don't have Culver's.
cheese curds, bro?
Does that make it not fast food? Or that makes it
No,
that
that
does make it
It
fast
is
food?
fast food.
That makes it fast food having cheese curds.
No. But it's okay. This is a debate I've been in
Alright.
many times. Culver's is fast food. I can accept that Five Guys is not fast food, even though it is food fast.
No, it's slow, if anything. Five Guys.
It's not.
Maybe our Five Guys is
I've
just
never
packed,
had to
but
wait like longer than 2 minutes for a Five Guys
2
burger.
minutes? That's insane. I've had to wait
Yeah.
10 minutes. I used to do DoorDash, and I would just sit in Five Guys for like 15 minutes waiting on my DoorDash orders.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it sucked. But I think maybe
Did you
ours
do
were
that
just
in your
more
Soul?
busy. Huh?
Did you do that in your Nissan Soul or whatever it is?
Excuse me? It's
Your
a
lime
Kia Soul.
green Kia
Alien,
Soul?
It's an alien green Kia Soul.
Okay.
Yes.
My
I
bad,
did.
My bad.
And I would do it again in that same car.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I guess. You have a backup plan?
Yep. Actually, DoorDash is not really sustainable anymore, so I don't do it anymore. But
That's
it was good. It was a good time at the time.
DoorDash annoys me so much.
Why?
The amount of times, so I work at a restaurant. The amount of times I've given a DoorDasher a to-go order, and then they just disappear, and then we get a call like an hour later from the customer being like, where's my order? And we can't do anything about that. Like, you have to go through DoorDash. They will give you your money back.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're trying to scam you or scam DoorDash or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I always delivered my orders. I never took anyone's order. But
That's good.
yeah, I will never use DoorDash.
You're
as a
so
customer.
moral, McKay.
I would never steal anyone's food. Look at me.
I would.
But I don't. Yeah, I can't. There weren't like DoorDash conventions or whatever where I could see other DoorDash drivers doing that. I don't really have any idea of what the other DoorDash drivers were like, but I personally can say that I never did that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm proud of you.
People do like to complain on DoorDash, though.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm right.
Let me.
You're wrong. Not you, because you agree with me. But the person I'm talking to right now is wrong. You
She
know who
know-
you are.
She knows who she is.
Yes.
All right.
Unequivocally.
Is she our 5-star rating on Spotify?
I have no idea.
Wow.
It might be
better-
the one Indian guy who downloaded
That's
it.
true. Maybe him. I was gonna say she better rate us 5. She's probably not gonna rate us 5 stars after she got roasted, but she should consider rating us something. Not below 4.
Yes. Not below 4.
She should still be like glad that we brought her into the conversation and are giving her exposure. But
Yeah.
so my little take for today is that PBS kids programming. Okay, I am biased. There is some nostalgia here, but PBS kids programming was better than the other programs. At Cartoon Network, Disney Channel. Okay, I don't even think I could say Cartoon Network because I didn't really watch that. But definitely better than Disney Channel. And the reason I can say that is because looking back, Disney Channel and like Nickelodeon do not hold up at all. The live action shows, at least. The live action shows are really tough to watch. But if I can go back and see PBS kids shows, and I'm like, okay, I don't like cringe dying watching it. I'm like, I see why people like this. This is good, wholesome entertainment for children.
Like what?
Okay, did you watch?
All right. We'll have a contest.
Okay.
We will see. Can you name more PBS kids shows than I can name Cartoon Network shows?
This is good. Okay, Cartoon Network. I didn't watch Cartoon Network. I can't really speak to that. Can you do
Cartoon
Disney
Network
Channel and Nickelodeon? Can you do
Disney
those?
Channel and Nickelodeon?
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay.
No, just one. Just pick one. Just pick whichever one you think you know better, because it's not fair for one channel versus two channels.
I should get Cartoon Network.
Okay. All right. Well, fine. You do Cartoon Network.
Because my whole argument is based off of Cartoon Network.
Okay. Well, my argument is not based off Cartoon Network, but we can compare them if you want.
Okay, I can do Disney Channel. I got this. I'm gonna destroy you.
Okay, you start.
I start. Hannah Montana.
All right. Cyber Chase.
That's So Raven.
Fetch with Rough Ruffman.
I was just talking about Fetch with Rough Ruffman.
That was a great show.
With some peers.
That
was a banger.
That was a good show. And Disney Channel, they didn't have anything like that. Nickelodeon had what? Slime? The Slime reality shows or whatever?
I don't know. I never watched it. I didn't have cable either. Okay, you said Fetch.
Why are you on why are you on cable side if you didn't even grow up with cable? You also grew up with
The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Because I watched them illegally online through piracy.
I wouldn't have said that personally, but Maya and Miguel.
Maya and Miguel. Which one was that?
Remember that? The two Spanish kids. They lived at their abuela's house. They had adventures learning the Spanish words, I guess. I
cool. So Dora the Explorer?
No, it was
not. Nickelodeon
show? It was
show?
not Dora the Explorer.
A better Nickelodeon show?
No, it was not Dora the Explorer.
Okay.
This one
Does that count as mine? Does Dora count as mine? Or do I have to stick with Disney Channel?
No, yeah, you said you had to stick with Cartoon Network, or I don't know what you. Yeah, Disney Channel, whatever you're sticking with.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Okay, that's a spinoff of the last thing you just said.
It's a separate show.
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales. Everybody slap some Dragon Tales.
That was great. See, you don't even remember the theme song to Sweet Life on Deck, but you remember the theme song to Dragon Tales.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Clifford, the big red dog.
Okay, hold on. I can do this. Cory in the House.
Between the Lions.
That Between the Lions is a fever dream for me.
Yeah, it's a crazy show. And looking back at it, it's still cool. It still slaps.
I just get flashes of very vivid memories from Between the Lions.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. Like, it's the military boot camp that's all the vowels, and they always come in marching A-E-I-O-U.
Yes.
And sometimes Y. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Disney Channel shows.
Guy? Do you
I got
the cliffhanger guy?
I do not. I remember the one monster that had two heads, and then it would always point in opposite directions, and that was the entire joke every single time.
I don't remember that, but it sounds hilarious.
Oh. Yeah, it's so funny. Still, I'm laughing right now just thinking about it.
You can barely contain yourself.
Yep. Okay, hold on. No, I can think of another Disney Channel show. I got this.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your eyes up here.
What?
As his thumbs desperately move right below the screen.
Did you see them tapping at the bottom of the camera?
No, I couldn't. But I could tell because your eyes were looking down.
Do Disney XD shows count?
No, we're only doing one channel.
Disney Channel turned into Disney XD.
Were they not two different things?
I thought they were different.
Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. You can say your thing.
Gravity Falls.
Okay.
A beautiful show that you should watch.
Okay, Gravity Falls, that was definitely past our time. That's not the same generation. Okay, if we're doing...
What's that? What?
Gravity Falls is a recent show. If we're... Like, that doesn't count.
I'm looking up when Gravity Falls was made.
that doesn't count as like being in the same generation as when we were growing up. That's not like a beloved show you remember from your childhood that sticks out to you.
It came out in 2012, my guy.
So when you were 13.
Yes. Was I not a child at 13?
I'm talking about, I was like 10 or younger is the time I'm talking about. I don't think I was still watching PBS Kids at 13 years old.
I was. Guess you weren't a real fan.
Well, PBS Kids also had a pretty hard cutoff at 10. I do think Disney still had some appeal at past 10. But that's why.
So you're saying they're better shows?
No. I'm just saying different audiences. But for their intended audiences, PBS was more iconic. PBS holds up better.
Okay, so you're saying PBS was better because it was aimed at toddlers. And it was better than Disney Channel, which was aimed at like preteens.
No, I'm saying that of the shows aimed at the same demographic, it was better.
You'd have to go off of Disney Kids then.
Okay, whatever.
I don't know any Disney Kids shows.
Well, there you go. My argument stands. I listed more shows than...
Yeah, I didn't have cable.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I didn't make the claim that I could name more Disney shows than this other guy. So.
Yeah, but I could if I could include Cartoon Network.
I will say, SpongeBob was great. Of the non-Disney Disney show. Oh my gosh. You're about to lose everybody's respect who's listening to this right now.
That's fine. SpongeBob is stupid.
It is stupid, but that's what I want as a kid. And it's still funny. It's still funny today.
I have seen exactly one episode of SpongeBob.
Okay, so you don't even have a good base. You haven't even watched it to say.
Yeah, because everybody
was
so hype about SpongeBob.
You watched maybe one episode that was a dud, maybe. Like out of the hundreds of episodes.
One people like a lot. It's the one where they go to Gloveland or whatever.
Loveland? Excuse me. What is that?
Yeah. Where they have the gloves on their heads.
Oh, Gloveland.
And they're on a bus, and they don't actually get there.
I thought you said Loveland. I don't know about that episode.
No, that's a different episode of SpongeBob. That's a different episode. No, that I haven't seen.
Okay, so SpongeBob was great, and Scooby-Doo was my other. Scooby-Doo was probably the biggest influence.
Scooby-Doo was Cartoon Network, actually.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I know, I'm not saying that was PBS Kids. I'm just saying, of the non-PBS Kids shows, Scooby-Doo was probably my favorite thing of all time.
Did you never watch Teen Titans?
No, I did not watch Teen Titans.
Did you never watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I've never seen it.
Dude, you gotta watch Avatar.
I have heard that. Mainly so I could watch the M. Night Shyamalan movie, right?
No.
It's all build up for that.
No. Really? Listen, the original Avatar series is so good. There's so much character growth, and they don't talk down to kids, and Uncle Iroh is the best, and I want him to be my uncle.
What about Zack and Wheezy from Dragon Tales? The character development there? The way they don't, the way they respect their audience.
I learned from Zack and Wheezy that sometimes you can pick things up with your feet.
What have you learned from Avatar?
Well, let's see. I learned that pride is not the opposite of shame, but the root of it.
Sounds a lot less useful than picking things up with your feet.
Excuse me? There was growth. Zuko had to learn that he did not need the so-called honor his father took from him.
I remember this one episode
could embrace himself as a teacher of an avatar and as his own person.
There's one episode where Diego wore a hat the whole time because he thought his haircut looked weird, and they convinced him to take it off, and then they were like, "Oh, it's not actually that bad." And that was it. You realize that your friends will accept you for who you
are. What about Uncle Iroh singing Leaves on the Vine in a filler episode, which makes me cry every time I hear the music?
Dragon Tales didn't have any filler. It was all substance.
Dragon Tales was all filler.
What are you looking up right now?
Uncle Iroh quotes. It's important.
All right. Well, fine. I'm going to look up some Dragon Tales quotes.
We'll see which ones
we'll,
are better.
yeah,
Uncle
see
Iroh.
We'll see which one rings more true.
Many things that seem threatening in the dark become welcoming when we shine light on them.
I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart.
Yeah, no, I think you might be winning that one. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty good. That's pretty potent. Uncle Iroh, the only thing better than finding something you're looking for is finding something you weren't looking for at a great bargain.
Hang on, I'm looking.
Okay. I will, like, legitimately, you should watch the original Avatar. It is very well done. It's very goofy. It is a kid's show. The comedy is very much for kids. But it has some of the best character development and growth I've seen, not just in a kid's show, but in shows in general.
I don't disagree with you. Other people told me that. But...
And, like, yeah, Uncle Iroh he's just great. And he has so many, like, potent lines.
Okay. But to go back to my argument was about
yes.
the live action shows. Which I guess maybe that's not fair because all the PBS was cartoons. But yeah. The Disney shows, like the live action Disney shows, what spurred this is just going back and watching on Disney Plus, like Zack and Cody or whatever. Big Time Rush was a really bad one. iCarly. And I'm like, oh gosh, these are not.
I was
these
into
do not
iCarly, not the actress, but I really liked the show iCarly.
iCarly, I did too as a kid. I thought that was really funny. But now watching it back, it's just like, it's very much like the epitome of that like random humor that we all had as a growing up. Yeah,
it's very especially of the like early 2010s and.
Yeah,
like late 2000s.
Like
it very much was random.
Yes, it was exactly that. Which I guess it was funny for the time, but you know, PBS Kids is more timeless. It doesn't. It's not going into that random trendy humor that is gone now.
Have you seen Sid the Science Kid?
I have seen Sid the Science Kid.
Have you seen the atrocious CG in Sid the Science Kid?
Okay, the CG, it's a public broadcasting. They can't spend all their budget on CG.
But it looks like they put people in mocap suits and actually like
well, that's pretty groundbreaking.
Captured. Yeah, but it looks so wrong. It looks so weird and they never stop moving.
I mean, I haven't looked back at it recently like critically. So maybe you're right.
Maybe you should. Maybe you can't have this opinion now.
Have you stolen my opinion? Have you taken my opinion from me?
I have. Now it's my opinion. PBS kids shows were so much better than...
Okay, I agree.
Oh, okay, cool. Good talk.
Yeah, good talk.
Play the outro music.
Yeah, I mean, this animation is not very pleasant to look at, but Sid the Science Kid was... also past my time, so
okay.
It was like just barely. Like I was just getting old enough where I was like, okay, this one's for babies.
It's. I think that there's an, like, I even hesitate to say an educational value to PBS because I don't know for sure. Because I also don't think you should be planting your kids in front of a TV. I'm also not a parent.
Well, that's
so who am I to say?
PBS did have like all their shows, like. As far as I remember, there was some like twist on them that was supposed to be educational. The Disney shows are not. It's just kids goofing off and having like crushes and getting into shenanigans and stuff.
And we don't like shenanigans here.
No, we don't like that. We want to learn. We're here to learn.
This is an educational podcast.
This is the kind of podcast PBS would make.
Yes, exactly. I think most kids shows are bad because they do the worst crime I think there is in children's TV is that they talk down to children so much.
Yeah. It's
like that's one of the reasons I liked Avatar is because I never felt talked down to when I was watching it.
Avatar is definitely one that is a classic. I guess the Clone Wars people would probably put in that same bucket as being like one of the
I've been told to watch that. My fiance wants me to watch that, and I told her that the deal is, if I watch Star Wars The Clone Wars, being the person who does not enjoy Star Wars, then she has to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with me.
Oh gosh. I don't feel like that's really comparable, but
she said the same thing, you know?
I guess I have not actually sat down and watched either of those shows, but just from what I know of both of them, JoJo's got to be a much bigger leap to take than watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
I'm going to pause because my mother is calling me.
All right.
I will be right back. I just realized my entire conversation with my mother was recorded on here because I was in my room while I was having that conversation.
Oh, there you go. You had your mic muted, so I didn't hear it. But
okay, cool. So that's gonna get cut out.
I dare you to just leave it in there.
Where were we? Cartoon Network was the bomb. Okay, Teen Titans. Superhero Squad, Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben 10 Omnitrix, Ben 10 whatever it is.
Scooby-Doo.
Yep. Scooby-Doo, where are you? A pup named Scooby-Doo.
What's up, Scooby-Doo?
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
What's new, Scooby-Doo? Yep.
Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
And now there's a new one too, I think. But I don't know what it is.
I think you're right. There was one in the I feel like there's a new Scooby-Doo every 5 years.
Yeah, there is. I don't know why they can't just stick with one Scooby-Doo.
Not my Scooby-Doo.
# not my Scooby-Doo. There was one of them. There was one that everybody hated.
Was it Velma?
It was not Velma,
Max?
but that is one that everyone hated. And yeah,
I never watched it.
Velma, I didn't watch it either, but it looked atrocious. And as someone who loves Scooby-Doo, I was offended at even the concept.
I forgot what I was going to say because I was seeing how long that gap was.
How long was it?
10 minutes. So there's just going to be a 10-minute just complete silence.
You should put just elevator music in there.
Do 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 do. Like that?
Yeah. Well, make a loop of that and for 10 minutes.
Okay, I will.
Yep.
Definitely. That should be our new theme song.
Agreed.
I'm glad we're unanimous on this.
Happen.
No, I like our theme song.
I still haven't heard it.
Yes, you have.
Okay, well, I guess I picked it out. But
I sent the options to you before I picked one.
Yeah, I do. Okay. I don't that was a long time ago. Probably a year ago.
That was over a year ago.
Yeah. So
I'm going to send it to you. I always, whenever I email you something, not that it happens often when I look up your emails, in my contacts, I do have your Ymail contact.
Still there. Yeah. That's still an email.
It is still there.
Yeah. I think that's just Yahoo Mail, but I think what they were trying to do was get on the Gmail hype train back in 2005. So they're like, let's make our own Ymail.
Ymail.
And they just died out, or everyone confused it for Gmail, and so no one uses it anymore. But I still have my Ymail.
Do you still use it?
Yeah. I mean, I mainly just use it to give to when something asks for my email online. That's what I use. So now it's
it's your junk mail.
Yeah, it's basically just all junk mail. But
mine is my name junk@gmail.com.
Nice. That's your junk email, or that's your regular email?
Yes. No, that's my junk email.
Nice.
I don't look at that email. It's a cesspool.
Unfortunately, I do still have real emails going to my Ymail, so I do still have to look at it. But yeah,
that sucks.
It is still sucks.
You should fix that.
Yeah.
The problem is when I have to reset my password for PlayStation or Microsoft or something, I have to remember which email it's under because I have I want to say 3 different junk mail accounts.
Yeah, you should fix that. You should fix that.
Absolutely not. They are going to be trash heaps, and I will continue making more.
All right. You're just going to make more junk mail accounts?
Oh, absolutely.
What are you going to do with 5 different junk mail accounts?
Listen, I got a lot of services I'm signed up for.
Why wouldn't you put them all in one? Like, why would you ever make more?
Because some of them, okay, let's see. One of them's like PlayStation and Microsoft and Amazon. And then one of them's like eBay and Etsy. And then one of them's like Ashley Hamilton. What's it called? Is that it?
I don't know what that is.
Never mind then. That's a joke for a very select few amount of people.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But that's still...
It is an adult website.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I was
mostly designed for cheating on people.
I was in the process of typing her name into my Google search bar when you said that.
I don't know if that's the name of it.
I'm glad that you... No, it did come up, like... I didn't hit enter, but it came up in, like, the suggested results, and it said, like, adult actor. So...
Nice.
I'm glad that you said that before I just hit enter.
Yes. Did you have... Well, make sure to do it with safe search off.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you search with safe search on? What even is the point?
Exactly. Yeah. You want to.
We want to see the dark web.
Yeah.
The brunt of the internet.
Yep. That still didn't really answer my question of why you have different ones for different services, but
like there's one that I use. I initially used, like I made this email account when I was like 10. And I used it to sign up for like RuneScape and Adventure Quest and games. It was for games, Roblox, I think. And then that got real bad, and I was getting so many emails that I abandoned that one and made another one that I use as a junk email.
I do have like the one that I made as a kid that is like only junk now is called, if I remember correctly, Mwahaha 1123 because Mwahaha 123 was already taken, so it's 1123.
Mine was hot lava ton at gmail.com.
Hot lava ton, nice.
Yep. Did you play any online games as a kid?
A little bit. I mean, I didn't play any like big games, but I would go to. I had like, just those like little tiny mini games. I'm trying to remember. There was one site that I would go to.
Miniclip.com.
Yes. Yeah,
that's the one. It was a great website.
I went.
No, I was wondering about like MMOs and stuff because
I never did anything like that.
There was a weird
thing. I did
thing.
do Webkins. Webkins was
nice.
Sick. Yeah,
Webkins was awesome.
Webkins was lovely.
But it's kind of funny how your username kind of sticks with you. Once you find a username in an online game that's yours, you just kind of keep it.
Yeah,
I didn't, which makes me really sad. Because my go-to username was SUS281.
Sus281.
And so everyone would just call me Sus. It was great. And then much later, after I abandoned that name, Sus became a thing.
Yeah. Well, it's fortunate that you're not like hooked into a bunch of accounts with that. I mean, it would be kind of funny, but I don't.
My RuneScape account is still there.
Sus too. I mean,
I could sign into it right now.
I still have the same password I've always used. I still have the same 4-letter PIN.
What is it?
It's always some variation of my pets' names. And so
Gotcha.
As my pets have come and gone, it's kind of updated with that. But I still
So your password, since I obviously know all your pets' names, it's Charles, Alexander, Schmiegel, Lofus, McCrand.
You got it right. That's it.
I knew it.
But part of that is all caps, and you forgot some of the symbols. But yeah, otherwise it's...
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Charles at... what was the second one again? Alexander, ! Schmiegel, period, Lofus, _ McCrand.
Yep. You're going to cut that out, right?
I'm in.
You can't have that.
I've hacked it.
We can't put that on the actual podcast. because I can't have my password out there.
No, but yeah, Miniclip was great, my guy.
Yeah, Miniclip was legit.
You had Commando 2,
I don't remember.
Papa's Pizzeria.
I don't remember the games from it, but I remember going there. There was this one, I don't think this was on Miniclip, but there was like these Scooby-Doo mystery games that I would go do.
You know what had a banger, like, it just had great online games? I shouldn't call them online games, I sound so old. Browser games was Cartoon Network.
Maybe it was
Cartoon Network.
It was like the Cartoon Network website that I played the Scooby-Doo games on, but yeah.
But they had these games for both Ben 10 and Batman the Brave and the Bold, where you would build levels and then you could send them out online for people to play, and you could find levels other people have made. It was great.
It's kind of cool.
It was Mario Maker before Mario Maker could run. No. Batman 10 walked so that Mario Maker could crawl.
Nice. You got him.
Thanks. Nailed it.
Yeah, it was embarrassing for Mario Maker.
Are we dumb? Are we stupid?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, one of us.
We'll end the episode there.
We'll let them decide.